Welcome to Louisiana Heartbeats. I'm Sudie Landry, and again, we're here with you today to feature Anna C. Bradford. She is with the Faith Ministries International, and not only that, she's an author, she's a humanitarian, and she's a pastor. And I want to welcome you to the show, Anna.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here.
I met Anna in Thibodaux, Louisiana, where a great number of people were authors, and we had a meeting, and we were there to feature our books. And this is a lady that sat across from me. She had so many books on her table, there was no way that I could see anything she had unless I got up and walked over. And when I did, I soon found myself viewing all kinds of books, from faith book, ministry books, to cookbooks, to parable stories. She is just gifted in so many areas, and she wears so many hats. So I want to thank her for coming out of Thibodaux, Louisiana, and sharing with us something. Now today we want to go ahead and start off and say, okay, you are a pastor. Let's talk about that beautiful logo of your ministry that's up there right now. What is that all about?
Ma'am. Faith Ministries International was started in 2007.
Okay.
It's a public charity for underprivileged children and their families. And we've been doing ministry projects throughout the year to help out our underprivileged children in our communities of Terrebonne and Lafourche Parish.
Can you talk a little bit louder?
Especially, we also do the international part, which is the 6 border towns in the United States and Mexico.
Okay, so you're saying that this is a ministry and an outreach for underprivileged children.
Yes, ma'am.
I'd like to hear a little bit more what you do with this ministry.
Well, what we do is we provide supplies and resources and mentorship and different things to the underprivileged children in our communities to let them know that, someone's out there, we care, and we provide them with all the basic things that they need, such as we just finished the Hunger Relief Project.
Okay.
And we were able to help 110 children and their families with food and meat and groceries, and not to mention resources and stuff for them, to go on with. And we give them a hands up, not out, and that's our motto. We also do the baskets for orphans, which we'll be starting on that. We do the orphans and the foster families and the children of prisoners. We do single parents. We do children, moms and single moms and dads, and just children who need help.
So with the name International, that means that you go outside of our local areas.
Yes.
And you supply this also. Is that what that is about?
Yes, ma'am. We actually do missionary work on the border, and we have missionaries and pastors that we go to and bring the supplies and all different resources and teaching syllabus and stuff like that, literature. And we bring it to our missionaries and our pastors, and they in turn bring it into Mexico, because we no longer go into Mexico. We were in Mexico for about 15 years, and it got really bad, and so we had to come back into the United States, and it was so bad that I actually kept a journal for 3 years, and that's how I had no intentions ever of being an author of no kind. And my first title, which is named At the Border, is an autobiography of the time that I spent in the mountains of Mexico when all kinds of things was going on that was fearful, and and that.
Was that in the year 2014?
2010 was
10?
when I came back into the States, and I just felt inspired to write this book.
So that's where it was published in 2014. Around that area? No?
It was published in 2010.
Okay, it was in 2010.
Yeah, and the other books followed.
Okay.
All of my Parable of Life series followed At the Border.
Okay, I'm getting ahead of everything.
That's okay.
She's got so many things we want to talk about in this short time that we have to talk.
Yes, ma'am.
But I want to go back and reflect At the Border is a private journal of while you were on the Mexican borders.
Yes, ma'am. And we were in
And it
Colony.
became a book published in the year that you mentioned.
Yes.
Okay, so what a perfect timing to bring this out is to share what actually it was like to be over there. And you were at that time humanitarian, a missionary at that time?
Distributing supplies and all to the colonial villages and hospitals and orphanages and all in that area.
Okay,
Our
so
area.
in that area right now, how often do you do that humanitarian part?
Okay, now we're part-time missionaries
Okay.
because of the the violence and all. We've
Right.
encountered extreme and difficult situations where now we just don't want to put ourselves back into that situation. So what we do is we go straight there now, and we have our missionaries and pastors that go into the border and into all of the 6 border towns in Mexico and distribute all the supplies and things that we bring.
Okay, so we have gone from humanitarian to now you're also an ordained pastor.
Yes, ma'am. And that in 2015,
Okay.
Faith Ministries International has grown, and we've had many clients since then. And we wanted to give, like I said, a hand up and not out.
Right.
We needed a place for them to come to after they got the help that they needed, and,
Okay.
and the mentorship and the prayers and everything, counseling and all. So what we did was we created Faith Outreach Center, and it's an outreach church for the people, for our clients who need that extra, service and that extra counseling and prayer, and they're able to and grow stronger, and
Okay.
we can keep up with them more. So we created a church that they can go to.
Where is that church located?
Now, the church was located at the Plantation Inn in Houma. Now, our headquarters is in Thibodaux.
Okay,
Faith
headquarters.
Ministries International is in Thibodaux, but we created the church in, God just provided and opened the door at the Plantation Inn for real, real cheap, where we couldn't have never even done it without
That's
Plantation
amazing.
Inn. So I give God the glory for that and Plantation Inn.
Well, since God is in the middle of the front row of all this
Oh, yes,
happening,
definitely.
then obviously people are coming in and volunteering to be a part of this ministry also.
Yes, ma'am. We have volunteers now that help out. Our motto is faith without works is dead, and we are a working organization. And like I said, we go from one project to another, and we're constantly, trying to help others.
So I would say that if anybody's interested in maybe finding out more about your projects going on, that they can email you at the email that's going to show up there on the screen a little bit later.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Okay, so let's talk about some of the projects then. You have a
Okay,
whole list
so,
on one
yeah,
side.
as I said, we just finished our hunger relief project where we gave the food and the meats and all
Okay.
to our clients that registered. And now we're fixing to open up the baskets for orphans, and we go in and we give all kinds of supplies and stuff to orphanages that we partner with, and foster families, children of prisoners. We love dealing with people, that are extremely in need,
They need,
Yeah.
yes.
And then we also do a soapbox project where I find a lot of parents need cleaning products.
Yes.
And stuff to do laundry and all, especially around school time. They need to have those children with clean clothes and all. And some of it is worse to worse, people that, they don't even have cleaning supplies. And, really seriously.
Wow, I love the name soapbox.
Yeah,
I love
I got
it.
that from the old soapbox, the old
Oh,
scrubbing
yeah,
board.
I did that. I did that.
So, and so we
Wow.
created the soapbox project, and they get the, laundry detergent and soap and all of that, all kind of different soap products.
So you have certain months that you do this in
Yeah.
yearly?
Every year, yes, we go through these projects, and we go through registration and our clients and people, that we know are in need. And then we do a huge back-to-school supply, basic school supplies and uniform giveaway. And last year alone, we did 437 children and their families.
Awesome, amazing.
It really was a success at getting these school supplies and these uniforms in the hands of people who really, really needed it. and I was excited.
I would guarantee you that if I was one of those kids, I'd be excited too, because I have come from the background of children that needed these
Yes, ma'am.
supplies, okay? So it's awesome. So if people are interested in finding out more about your projects, then they definitely need to
Yes,
go ahead
ma'am.
and email faithministry07@yahoo.com.
Yes, ma'am.
I think the graphics are a little bit small right now, so we want to plug that a little bit later on to make sure that we do have people knowing that to find out everything that you are talking about, Anna, we definitely want people to know that it's out there. And we're talking about supplying that goes to orphanage. We're talking about cleaning supplies, back to school projects. What else you got going on, lady?
Well, in December, we finished the Angel Tree Project, and we helped 237 children and their families with
Wow.
school supplies and literature and different teaching, things, resources and supplies. And we usually love to give them a party, a huge party, and all, and just have a lot of fun with the children.
That's what it's all about, fun.
Yeah.
Fun.
Before I started doing all this, I was in the daycare. I was in early
I
childhood
wanted you to
development.
bring that up too. I
Yeah.
really was
And
amazed.
and I started up or directed 3 daycares, and
What towns?
in Terrebonne Parish.
Okay.
I was trying to think, all 3 of them, yes, was started up in Terrebonne Parish. And
Wow.
so early childhood development is my background before I even was an author.
I know, you did a whole lot of
So,
stuff before.
Children is my passion, and helping children is what I live for.
So you think now's the time we need to slide on into your books?
Okay.
So we make sure we
Yes,
talk about
ma'am.
those children books and what you told me earlier.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Okay. Well, what I did was, like I said, I started with At the Border, and then after that, I've created the Parable of Life series, where I have 5 titles, and it's life in comparison to different things. Like my second book is life in comparison to butterflies, and how, we're new creations, that old things do pass away.
That's right.
And that we can come, to life, and it shows you how, so some of the basic things, how we can come to life again. If we're dead, and if we're depressed and, and not living the way we should, These are all Parable of Life series, and I have 5 titles, and they all in life in comparison to different things.
And I'm looking at
Yeah.
Chasing After Butterflies.
Yes.
That's awesome. I
When,
love the title.
Are you gonna, chase after butterflies or a dull moth? Which one you wanna, chase
Right.
after? Because the one you chase after has the consequences, you suffer the consequences, so.
As you're speaking right there, I can see as kids, it brings back the childhood, the kid in me, and even just seeing a butterfly. We all get excited when we see a butterfly.
Beautiful butterfly.
You know, and
monarch.
they're so pretty. Nobody wants to kill them.
Yes,
But now when it comes to a moth, it's not exactly exciting, so.
yeah, sort of dull.
So Chasing After Butterflies, and then you go from that into what you said?
Then I went into the Down on the Bayou series, where I have 4 titles, and they 3 little Bayou boys. And what it is, I have 3 sons, and it's all on stories that while they were growing up, some foolish things they did. And so it's each story takes you down a different bayou. Okay, and the first one is Bayou du Large, and then the second one is Bayou Chauvin, and then Bayou Terrebonne, Bayou Lafourche, different bayous. And don't worry, I'm coming